The news, the Chief Minister of Punjab, Captain Amarinder Singh, has now confirmed that the case related to the death of the relatives of cricketer Suresh Raina has been resolved with the arrest of several members. 3 members of the interstate gang of robber criminals have been nabbed and the search for 11 others continue, according to the DGP of Punjab. In fact, what we are given to understand at the moment is that 3 people have already been arrested by Punjab police, and therefore the Chief Minister claims the case has been cracked. This was a case of robbery in Pathankot, where cricketer Suresh Raina's relatives were killed. Punjab Chief Minister made this announcement saying 3 members of this interstate gang has been arrested. The entire gang has now been detected and other members will be arrested soon. Meanwhile, police said that they are still looking for the other 11. Remember, Suresh Raina's uncle Ashok Kumar, a contractor, was killed on the spot while his son Kaushal Kumar succumbed to injuries later.
दीदी से मिला हूँ अभी पूरा मैंने देखा है अभी सारा और पुलिस काफ़ी अच्छा काम कर रही है। सीएम सर ने बहुत हेल्प किया है इसके लिए। तो जब तक वो पूरा फोन रिपोर्ट आएगी कैसे होगा, बट वो दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है कि अभी तक वो लोग का पता नहीं चल रहा है। लेकिन आई थिंक सीएम सर ने बहुत हेल्प किया, तो मेरी तरफ से उनको बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। और फैमिली थोड़ा अभी डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम है, क्योंकि मैं चाहता हूँ कि गवर्नमेंट उनका कुछ ना कुछ उनके परिवार के लिए करे, जिससे उनके 2 परिवार हैं, जितना हो सकता है हम लोग सब मिलकर कर रहे हैं। और मीडिया की तरफ से आप लोग का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आपने बड़ी हेल्प करी इन लोगों के लिए।
Well, DGP of Punjab Dinkar Gupta has confirmed the 3 arrests, saying and in fact giving out details of the arrest which took place on the night of 19th August in Tharyal of Shahpur Kandi in the district of Pathankot. Raina's uncle Ashok Kumar, who was a business contractor, had died on the spot, while his son Kaushal Kumar also succumbed to injuries later after a fatal attack that was in fact inflicted upon them by the miscreants on the 31st of August. Wife Asha Rani continues to be in hospital and she's said to be in a critical condition even now. 2 others injured in the attack have been discharged from the hospital. So an entire family of 5 persons have been came under attack, and they are all related to cricketer Suresh Raina. Soon after the incident, the Chief Minister had ordered the constitution of a special investigation team to look into this case under IGP Border Range Amritsar with SSP Pathankot and also SP Investigation and DSP Dhar Kalan. All of these officers were looking into this case, and finally 3 arrests have been made. 11 others still absconding. So the police claims that they are still on the lookout for those other members of this gang. The SIT during investigation gathered all the circumstantial and the physical evidences related to this case and have added several sections during investigation. More than 100 suspected persons joined in the investigation, according to the DGP. So my colleague Gurpreet Singh joining us live. So Gurpreet, from what we understand, there was a major, massive manhunt. This is a big team of high-ranking police officers that were deployed to crack this case, and finally some breakthrough with these arrests.
Well, yes, of course, that the Chief Minister of Punjab, he has formed a SIT, and after that SIT, all the top officers, they were investigating this case. During the investigation, what we have learned from the top officer, they said that it was very difficult to connect the dots because it is the gang, that is not the gang which is operating within the state, it is the interstate gang which is operating, and more than 100 people are the member of this gang. So the way this crime has been committed, they were able to get some leads from there. It was very clear that motive was to loot the house, and the way they had attacked, they had injured, they got head injuries with the sharp-edged weapons. That had clear-cut message for the investigation that it was the loot case, and the intention of that gang was very a robbery. After that, they had got all the CCTV footage, and they learned that some of the people who are staying near some jogis, and that they were roaming there at that side. After that, they had interrogated a lot of people, and finally they were able to get the leads that how this gang was operating, and they had arrested 3 people. And as per the information, they say that 10 to 12 people are yet to be identified, and it's the interstate gang. And yesterday the team has also raided in a various location in Rajasthan also to find out that how this gang was operating. And let me tell you that the modus operandi of this gang was very clear, that they attacked attack the house, because before attacking Suresh Raina's relative, they had also frisked two residents there. One was some a local unit, and another house was empty. And after that, they had come, and there's some people who are involved in this gang. They did Reiki, properly Reiki, to find out which houses where the people are staying, and which house is empty, which house is vacated. So they are doing the Reiki, and this is the well planned robbery they are doing. And after that, 10 to 12 people, gang members, they just entered the house and they attacked the people, and finally they robbed all the material and articles from the house. So finally, if we can say that after the directions by the Chief
Yes.
Minister of Punjab, who has asked to form a SIT, finally the result has come and they had arrested the three people. But yes, the life has already been lost. Suresh Raina's uncle, he has already lost his life, and they were able to find out the whole robbery.
Yes, it's a gang of hardened criminals, from what we can see, an interstate racket that has been busted, but then only 3 arrests made so far. The police is still looking out for the other accused. Gurpreet, thanks for joining us with your inputs on the story.